Hey everybody, Agent Payne here. I typically, when I do a season, I'll start the season and I'll run through all 100 levels to get access to all the equipment, and then I'll start working on builds and things like that. So this is actually the first build I've gotten around to messing with this season, and it's one I call the Homewrecker, and it's actually a lot of fun, and I'm going to go through it with you right now and let you know how to put it together for yourself. So I'm using the demolitionist spec, which is gives you 5% damage to target out of cover, you and all your allies. So I use that. I'm using the M1A CQB. You can use the classic M1A if you want. You can use any rifle you want as long as you can roll in sync onto it because it's going to give you a major damage boost. I'm using a two-piece Pathfinder breaking point. So two-piece breaking point. This one I got the mask and I have it rolled to critical hit chance, crit damage, weapon damage. Two-piece gives you 25% rifle damage, 25% marksman rifle damage. So chest piece, I'm using the new Zwiadowska, however you say it, Zwiadowska setup, and it gives you an extra 15% magazine size and an extra 20% rifle damage with the two-piece. So I'm using the chest piece, crit chance, it's all red, weapon handling, crit hit damage, and then I have glass cannon on this one. Amplifies all the damage you do by 25%. The second piece of the Zwiadowska, I use the holster, weapon damage, crit hit chance, crit hit damage. The knee pads, I'm using the Fox Prayers, another 10% rifle damage on top of what we're already getting. Damage to target out of cover, again, more damage, critical hit chance. And then the gloves I'm using are the breakpoint gloves, just standard breakpoint gloves. This rounds out my two-piece, so I get the rifle damage. 15% weapon damage, critical hit damage on that one. Backpack is a Horizons rucksack from Walker Harris, and that is an extra 5% weapon damage. I've got crit hit damage, crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and vigilance on it. Since this is a rifle build, you're mostly going to be shooting from cover, and you can pop up, pop back, whatever you want to do. So you're not going to be taking a whole lot of shots before you're actually dropping the enemy, and you'll see that here in a little bit. Um, so I use that setup, and I use in sync on the rifle, and I use a drone just to be doing some sort of skill damage. Your drone is not the killer. Your drone is just there to activate in sync, and that way when you're shooting, your drone is shooting. You're getting a 30% damage bonus across the board because you have both buffs active at the same time. So let's just add all that damage up. You got a 30% damage from in sync. You've got an additional 25% rifle damage from the two-piece breakpoint. So that's 55% extra rifle damage right off the bat. Then you're amplifying all that by 25% through glass cannon. You're also using two-piece Zwiadowska, so you're getting another 15% or another 20% rifle damage, and then you're getting another 10% from your Fox Prayers. So that's 10 plus 20, that's 30, plus 25, that's 55, and then plus 30 more from NSYNC, that's 85% more rifle damage being amplified 25%. So it's a pretty solid hitting build. I use the capacitor as my secondary. Doesn't really matter what you use as your pistol. And I also have a revive hive on down here just in case because I am running glass cannon and I don't want to be the guy that has to need constant pickup all the time. But this build is fun. It does a lot of damage. I'm going to show you a little bit real quick. We're in the heroic range. I'll show you that we're in heroic. We're on heroic range right there. Coming over here. I'm going to put this guy on veteran. Let's say the most common enemy you encounter is an elite. Let's put him out. Let's put him out there a little bit. So he's way out there, and then we've got a heroic elite. We're just gonna launch our drone and let it go kill somebody. It doesn't even have to attack this guy. It just stacks up, and that elite is gone. Let's pop him up to 15%. You're hitting over 2.1 million a shot. While the drone is shooting, you get that extra bonus. You'll notice you're 2.1. Sometimes when it stops shooting, you'll hit 1.9 or whatever. But yeah, pretty good build, and it's a lot of fun just to destroy, you know, from a distance, just to take that much armor off, just wiping these guys. So, like I said, it's, you know, you're in cover, your team's out there running around, you're just wiping dudes off the map while they're out there doing their thing. So, this is the Homewrecker. Give it a try. Let me know what you think.